Hello there everybody, I'm Amaze the Storyteller. I can't figure out how to get my camera to zoom out, but we're going with it anyway, because fuck it. We don't care on this channel. We love you guys either way. Now, I have a very important question I want to pose on to you individuals. Because I saw the anime. I'm rewatching all of One Piece for the third time in my life. I have seen the entirety from start to finish when it was in the production of making new anime content 3 times now. And it has been a wild journey, and I have seen multiple parts of One Piece over and over again because that's how ADHD and neurodivergent me. Very cool stuff. I'm ashamed of that, by the way. It's not a good thing. Someone help me. Anyway, the question I want to pose on to you guys is Rayleigh Luffy's uncle? When Rayleigh and Luffy go back and they toss the flowers in the thing and they ring the bell 3 times, letting their crew know what's up and what's going on, and Luffy's like, hey, I'm not going to be back for 2 years, guys. I got to go on and beat some elephants up or something. And his crew's like, cool, Luffy, do what you need to do. We're just going to sit here and be eaten by some plants and shocked by lightning and diced up by baboons wielding Mihawk's sword. It was wild what the crew went through. But, essentially, Buggy goes through a breakdown where he's like, why would Luffy be with Rayleigh? And then Buggy breaks it down. He's like, if Luffy's dad is Dragon, and Dragon's dad is Garp, that makes Rayleigh Luffy's uncle. What? And then it's just glossed over after that. Now, I can't find where this is stated in the manga, however, I can rewatch this part in the anime over and over and over and over and over again. And when you Google it, nothing comes up. And then when you Google it again, something does come up, and it's said that it's a mistranslation or a non-canon event. Really weird, because you would think that something as big within the One Piece anime... By the way, let's just cover real quick that One Piece in of itself is filled with theories and hidden information. And Oda doesn't want certain things getting out within One Piece episodes. He does not want the headliners or the showrunners of the One Piece anime to let anything slip that he's about to reveal himself within his manga. His manga is his baby. You don't fuck with Oda's baby like that. And yet the anime reveals this information and nobody talks about it. It's not even referenced. There's not a single video on YouTube I could find talking about this information. But no worries, guys. Your boy Amaze is on it. I don't believe it's a mistranslation. I don't believe that it's a fuck up by the anime. I think it was said to be a fuck up by the anime because in actuality, this is the truth. And it makes sense. Why would Rayleigh, who is a notorious pirate, go out of his way to help Luffy out of the goodness of his heart? Rayleigh's a bad guy. Rayleigh's not a good guy. Rayleigh was one of the most nefarious pirates of all time, feared by some of the most powerful and dark individuals within the One Piece world. We see Rayleigh as a good guy. Maybe he changed in his old age, but when he was young, the dude was bloodthirsty as shit, telling Marco to stand the fuck back because he wants to spank the Whitebeard pirates himself. Now when we see Rayleigh, he's a very level-headed guy, very cool, very suave, but dude, it's important to remember that he was part of the strongest objective pirate crew ever. Not only was he a part of it, he was the second in command of it. So he goes out of his way to teach a rubber boy with a straw hat everything he knows about hockey for 2 months straight. That's a lot of dedication. To stay on a stinky, dingy island full of animal feces that are the size of buildings. He loves Luffy. Why? Because Luffy is his blood relative. Blood is thicker than water. And Luffy is Rayleigh's blood relative, his nephew. Now on whose side though? Is Rayleigh's Garp's brother? I doubt it. They don't carry the monkey D. Specifically, Rayleigh don't carry the monkey D. However, you know who might? Luffy's mom. Luffy's mom's last name might just be Silvers. It just might. And she might have been part of the Kuja clan on Amazon Lily. What? Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? And she died because she fell in love with Dragon. And she was actually the second pirate empress before Boa Hancock. Now we're on to something. Now we're cooking, boys. Now we're cooking on that pot. But I do believe that Rayleigh is actually Luffy's uncle, and it makes perfect sense for more reasons than I care to highlight, to be honest with you. And the most interesting part to me is that you constantly see Rayleigh rooting for Luffy. And it's almost like a father-kin relationship. But uncle-kin relationship is also good. Alright, let me rephrase that. Don't take that out of context, you motherfuckers. I'm saying that it's a beautiful thing that Rayleigh gets to see his own flesh and blood eventually go out there and do incredible things, reminding him of Roger. And Rayleigh, on multiple occasions, has been seen missing Roger in their adventures, so now he's living vicariously through Luffy as his nephew. And I think that's an awesome thing, and I'm really surprised that this information is not introduced to us in the form of canon. It's non-canon, but I believe it to be true, and it makes perfect sense, and it gives us more insight onto who Luffy's mother is, if that's something you're interested in. If you're a One Piece fan sitting there screaming your head off at the monitor, being like, "Give me Luffy's mom!" then Rayleigh would point to her explicitly. He would have to, because again, last names are very important, especially in multiple cultures around the world, and his last name is not the same as Garp's last name, therefore Rayleigh has no connection to Garp, Garp being the head of the lineage of the Monkey D that we know of currently. So, the lineage of Luffy's relationship to Rayleigh must be through Luffy's mom. Makes sense. But what other forms could Rayleigh be Luffy's uncle through deduction analysis by Buggy? Well, what if Garp and Rayleigh are actually brothers, and Rayleigh just changed his last name? That's also possible. But either way you slice this, I want to know what you guys think down in the comments below. Why isn't it explicitly stated by Oda that Rayleigh is Luffy's uncle? What has he got to lose? Why did the anime say it at all? Why did they even include that scene with Buggy if it wasn't true? It's all very weird. Is it a cultural thing? Is it something I don't know about Japan where, like, you can still have a lineage and draw conclusions to someone being your uncle even though you just went through the trouble of drawing a bloodline lineage? Because I get honorifics of Japan, I get that kind of stuff, and this doesn't seem to be that because Buggy goes through the trouble of actually going through the bloodline lineage of predecessors until he reaches Rayleigh being related to Luffy. That's insane to me. But anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Why is no one talking about this? Because this is very important. Let me know what you guys' thoughts are. I love you all, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye!